Today we feel the urge to break free from our routines, the familiar. We seek something bigger, something bolder, definitely more exhilarating. It's a time when love and passion feels like an adventure. It calls to us to explore new horizons, to embrace new experiences, things that awaken us, that makes us feel alive, that awaken our spirit. We find ourselves craving passion, excitement, a sense of freedom in our relationships, romantic and platonic. We long for a connection that, it expands our world rather than confines it. We have a desire to break away from the ordinary, and it may be intense. It may be pushing us to ask, what else out there is there to bring me joy, to infuse my passions, to help me reach my dreams? So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We'll gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus, October the 18th, 2024. So today we have the energy of the 18. The 18 is all about our inner balance, our soul. Oh, I swear Dylan's always shedding. I always feel like I got Dylan hairs everywhere. Anyways, I apologize. The 18 energy. The 18 energy is, it's about the inner balance of knowing what we expect true happiness to look like, to be. Joy, love, celebration, peace of mind, abundance, prosperity, well-being. How we perceive these things in our life, how we want to bring them into our world. And to find the balance, to find, I keep hearing the sweet spot where everything is just perfectly in balance for ourselves, which is something that we probably won't be able to accomplish in our lifetime, but we can bring it into being to a certain point, can't we? We won't be able to. It'll be impossible to bring in a complete balance to 99.9% of us, but we can bring a form of balance into our lives. We can bring that feeling of well-being, understanding what abundance really truly means to us. 1 + 8 is a 9. The 9 energy is about completions. It's about endings. But we're closing the door or leaving things in the rearview mirror, or leaving that space or that person behind to make room for the new things that we do want to come into our life. So it's part of the process in inviting in our new paths, our new journeys, our new passions, our dreams, our desires. And if we look at the daily numerology, 1 + 9 + 8 is an 18. 1 + 8, a 9. Now, the sun is in Libra. Our moon is in Taurus. But you know what? I've missed a couple of days, guys. I really wasn't feeling well. I've got a little bit of a heavy cough left, but that's about it. But I just went down for the count. I have been pushing myself pretty intensely over the last 3 months. Only one more to go. A little less than a month, actually. Where I thought I was signing up for a 5-day thing way back when. So Uranus must have been involved in that decision-making process. But I think I have been pushing myself. So, I have felt just like worn out and a really bad cough the one day, but we got rid of that. And then it was time to pamper me a little bit, take care of me. Put me as the priority for the day. So I do apologize because I missed yesterday. And yesterday there was a lot of energy that happened that doesn't just affect us yesterday or today, but for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to talk about that today because there really isn't a lot happening in the sky today. Okay, so yesterday we had our full moon in Aries, and I believe Mars was squaring the energy. So that would gift us with this dynamic energy to address areas in our life where we feel stagnated or frustrated or held back. Okay, Mars gives us courage. So embrace that courage. Make the necessary changes. Take decisive action. We're empowered to meet our challenges head on. We have the sense of bravery, the sense of willingness to push through the discomfort and realize our true strength on the other side. And we have to remember not to act impulsively, and because it's squared Mars, so approach conflicts with like a solution-oriented mindset. Okay, see them as opportunities rather than setbacks. And if you can, direct this, and I believe it's going to be intense over the next several weeks for ourselves, towards personal goals that require to be more motivated or a little bit bolder. This is a time when we can convince ourselves to do just that. Now, under this energy, collectively, we may see aggression, we may see impatience, we may feel impatience, we could have conflicts. Our buttons can be pushed quite easily, so can everybody else's, so keep that in mind. And we may act on something without really considering the consequences, okay? We really just want to move forward at all costs, and that's great, but we also have to do it with bold, practical steps. But when we harness this energy, we stand up courageously. We stand up for ourselves, our beliefs, and that leads to positive steps forward. Okay, this can bring in a breakthrough in an area of your life where you felt blocked. Or you can find yourself taking bold steps that accelerates your progress towards a goal. And then late last night, Venus moved into Sagittarius. I believe Venus is only going to be there for about 3 weeks. So it's a very short stay right now. Okay, and that's going to ignite a point in our path to embrace a more open-hearted and adventurous approach to love, to life. Okay, it's time to explore new experiences with a partner. If you're single, be open to meeting new people from different backgrounds or cultures. Take trips, try new activities, dive into a subject that inspires you. Join a class, a workshop. We will display our love, our joy, our passions. And we could be a little spontaneous. And it's advisable under this energy to allow curiosity to guide our hearts. It's a time to let your creative side express itself through travel or writing, photography. A time to let our self-expression out through all that we do and all that we are a part of. And over the next several weeks, we could unexpectedly meet someone who opens up a whole new world of opportunities for us. So be on the lookout. Socialize with purpose. Okay, network yourself. Or maybe you do make some form of a spontaneous decision that leads to a life-changing adventure for yourself. You could gain spiritual insight. We could very well rekindle the excitement and passion in a relationship that has had a difficult time or has drifted apart in some way. But each and every one of us will feel the sense of joy, the sense of fulfillment, simply from embracing life's adventures. A quest for freedom can sometimes bring conflict with the need for commitment, okay? So be careful on that, okay? We may feel the urge to, avoid responsibilities, obligations, or maybe just settle for superficial experiences. In fact, when it comes to love especially, this is a time where we don't want to get to the core of the relationship. We don't want to really strengthen it. We just want to have fun in it. Okay, it's very superficial under this kind of energy. Most love experiences, we don't go deep under this kind of energy. So we have to keep that in mind, and we really do need to acknowledge that freedom doesn't mean escaping from commitments, obligations, or responsibilities. So if you're looking at your relationships, you'll probably feel a shift from comfort towards spontaneity. Okay, we're drawn to experiences that are unplanned, when growth matters more than stability. And it really is a time or a call to explore some kind of uncharted territory in your heart. Maybe you've just never thought in those dimensions before. Maybe you do our dynamics before, and maybe you need to. Okay, and start with self-love. Where do you not put the energy into finding out more about who you truly are within, and what really brings out the passion and the joy of your heart? What are the things? And those things can motivate you to create more things like that in your world. Okay, we could have moments of restlessness. Okay, we have this need for personal freedom, and that challenges that desire for commitment. So no, it's not about running away. Okay, it's about expanding our understanding of love, finding ways to make us feel alive. And if you're looking at your money, growing your abundance, okay, we could have a sense of optimism that could have us taking risks and investing in things that feel exciting. So think it through. Okay, we want to step into a financial path that feels aligned with who we are becoming. So, make sure that you are keeping in mind the difference between an inspired leap and a reckless gamble. And it'll touch us emotionally. Okay, a desire for growth that could spark a journey of self-discovery, seeking answers to life's big questions, the big questions. You may feel inspired to travel, to learn, to engage with a new sort of people, maybe a different culture. We all have this longing for this deeper meaning in our everyday life, that like we're meant for more than this routine that we're stuck into. So it is a moment to open up your heart to experiences that broaden your perspective. Okay, and trust that the road ahead, however unpredictable it may be, is leading you exactly where you need to be. So you're being called to step out of the comfort zone right now, to pursue things that light your soul on fire. And it's an invitation to live with a little bit more curiosity, to love with a little bit more passion, and to chase your dreams with an unyielding faith. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Milo. He has been barking at nothing all day. There's got to be a ghost at the front door or something. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Ah, some hot tea always helps, doesn't it? Okay, underlying energy. Look at this. The Three of Wands appears. The Three of Wands is here to say it's not really time to make decisions. It's a time to look at our options of where we want to go, of how we want to go forward, of the journey, the adventure, the opportunity, the learning experience, the travel experience, the relationship experience that might be beckoning you right now. And does that work? Does that align with my future, of where I want to go, of what I want to step into? And, we look to the horizon holding that first wand. We may eventually move over to the second wand, and then eventually come to the third wand and make some decisive actions or decisive decisions on where we truly want to step. Our first card is the Eight of Pentacles. Well, we haven't seen the Eight of Pentacles in quite some times. This is a card to say roll up your sleeves and get to work. There's no shortcuts, but you are meant for greatness. This is about giving yourself, or giving the best of yourself to every situation, everything you do. Here we created pentacles, and we're looking at our work, and we are going, wow, I did that. I can do better than that. What if I were to do this next time or that next time? So we're looking at not only stepping into our passions, but how we can enrich that experience to make it better than it was the day before and the day before that and the day before that. So this is really about committing to ourselves, raising the bar on ourselves, expecting more out of ourselves, but productively. We're not beating ourselves up. We're just making that goal a little bit bigger, a little bit, you know, a little bit bolder, so to speak. Bold has been a word I've been using a lot lately. I noticed we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is, it is death and rebirth. Okay, when the Judgment card shows up, I've shied away from really talking about this card for a long time. It's a card that makes me feel uncomfortable in some ways. I've moved past it, but for a long time this card was a really hard one when it was in a reading to read it for the person in the way that it showed the most energy. And now, you know, I just start with, it's death and rebirth. It's letting go of the old you, that it no longer works. It no longer fits. You kind of feel out of depth, or out of your, you know, the things that used to make you happy don't make you happy. The things that you want to make you happy, well, you don't even know if they exist yet. Like you're in search of them, kind of thing. And you're trying to find this newfound balance, or the sweet spot, so to speak. You're ready to be reborn into a brand new life. You're ready to step into your passions, to allow your self-expression to lead the way, to intermingle it with curiosity and lead the way towards your tomorrows. We have the Star card. So, wow, talk about strong energy. And this should have strong energy, because really this denotes not only yesterday, I do apologize for not being here today, but the next several weeks, if not the next 3 weeks. I spent a little bit longer with Venus moving into Sag, only because it is the longer energy transit. But both of them are strong for what we are doing. Both of them allow us to take those bold steps in the way that we need to in order to align ourselves with our dreams. The Star is making the impossible possible. If you had a business opportunity and you went to your next door neighbor and you said, listen, I've been thinking about doing ABC. What do you think about that? Well, they'll probably tell you that the market's already saturated. They have, the sister's cousin or next door neighbor tried that once and, went belly up, lost everything. You don't want to do that. You got a good job, just stay where you are. Why would you do something like that? Do you really have the time for that? They will come up with, we all have that big excuse bag, right? And we can talk ourselves out of anything, and our neighbor is more than compliant with going into their excuse bag and giving us all the excuses. Now, that could be a twofold reason. One, they care about you. One, they don't want you to fall on your face, right? They don't want to see you go through a hardship. So they're trying in some way to protect you. The other thing is if you do it, what does that say about them? Okay, so be careful when you, and if they have not walked that path, then they cannot give you a credible answer. You need to go and talk to somebody who, you want to be a nurse, then go and talk to a nurse with a 40-year career and ask them if they're worth it. Or a nurse with 25 or 10 or 5 years. Are they more passionate today than when they started? Or do they feel in some way they could have gone in other ways and they didn't, and they regret it now? And what ways are those? How can I expand on this path, perhaps? Okay, so here we have making the impossible possible. What you thought you could not do, what you thought you would not be able to step into, maybe it hasn't even crossed your mind. It's original and unique, and you go, wow, but I could do that kind of energy. This is a time to know that you can make it possible. You can make it possible. Not your next door neighbor, not the guy halfway across the world. Okay? Your unique energy has put you into a very unique spot on your path so that you can go forward and do something that seems impossible to the masses. This is about a renewed sense of hope. A knowing that, a belief, a faith, and knowing that there is a greater power orchestrating a lot of the things so long as you show up and do the work. We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is, well, she's kind of a judge and jury. She asks a lot of questions. She makes sure that when she says yes to something, that she knows what to expect for the most part. But she does not wait to perfect the plan. She does not wait to get all the ducks in a row, so to speak. When she feels she has enough information, she starts moving forward. And her enthusiasm and her energy alone, you know, the masses come in support. Like, can I be a part of this? They don't even know what it's about, but they feel the energy and they want to be a part of it. And that's the kind of energy that you will be giving off with your passions, your dreams, your desires. So if you feel like you're going to need help down the road, then just state it as a fact. And that person will be attracted to the energy, the right person, the first time around. Well, we might as well do one more card. And we have the Justice card. Wow. So, Judgment, the Star, and Justice. 2 Wands and a Pentacle. So, it's about our action. And our actions can be putting our thoughts in order. But I do think that it's some bold steps that we're taking. That we're trying the waters out here. We're trying to see where we should step, how we should step. We're looking at different things. We're networking ourselves. We're taking the time to learn. We're taking the time to allow closure in our life. In order to a pentacle, right? The pentacle is the final, yeah, the pentacles. So the pentacles is all about growing your prosperity. The Justice card is about cutting away what no longer matters, what no longer supports you, no longer has value in your path going forward, does not align to your goals, your dreams, and does not align you to your goals and dreams. Maybe it even takes you off the path, derails you. This is about making a promise to yourself. This is about stepping into a passion, a dream, a desire of yours, setting a goal, and then showing up. Giving it the commitment, giving it the time, the energy, the resources it needs to grow into the success as you see it or better. Okay, let's get an oracle card. And we have clear out the old. The 5 energy is here. Clear out the old. So the 5 energy is really about creating our own happiness, joy, giggles, laughter, fun, allowing our creativity to flow. 5s can be a very busy time. And he has pictures within the pictures all the time. So maybe something calls out to you personally. A special message just for you. Whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. And while in this moment it may have have you caught up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. Let go of the aspects of the creation that no longer serves you or has a purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release also any material possessions that do not serve the new dream you now want to create. Know that where you are now, you can create anew and begin again. And very much like the Judgment card, it's time to let the old go and to allow yourself to be reborn, to create that new path for yourself. And do it with the courage. Do it with the strength. Do it with the boldness. Okay, we'll see what the animals have to say. Take a chance. The Sea Star. Take a chance. How often we pull back because we don't believe in ourselves enough. Okay, so our keywords are freedom, chance, fear, and passion. Life itself cannot give you joy unless you really will it. Life gives you time and space. It's up to you to fill it. It's a time for you to take a chance, a leap of faith. You've been lacking in energy and motivation. It could be out of fear, or it could be that you were caught up with a bit of laziness and have beached yourself. It can be scary to change, and although you may feel stuck, you're never truly stuck. You have free will to change the course of where you want your life to go. Free yourself from the past and allow yourself to feel again. You might be stuck in a dead-end job. Look for one in a different field that feeds your passion. You might be eyeing the cute girl at the coffee shop or the good-looking boy who changed your oil. Ask him or her out. And when you begin to take a chance on one thing, you'll find it easier and easier to continue doing that in every part of your life, which will only draw you closer and closer to your ultimate success. And you won't know unless you take a chance. So it really is all about the rebirth of you, your growth, the celebration of who you are, to allow your inner expression to lead the way, to, yes, bring it together with curiosity and let your heart follow it, and open up to passion and joy and happiness, and start to watch the horizon expand in so many unique and wonderful ways for you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.